When last have you prayed? When last have you have a deep desire to pray, to just worship God for no apparent reason? Not because there's an event, not because there's praise and worship happening, just because He is God. In 2025, the Lord is saying to us, He wants His church to launch out in the deep. Luke chapter 5. We can read it in our own time, verses 1 to about 14. The Lord wants us to launch out in the deep. Stop accepting the same old, same old. We cannot go far in surface water. Surface water does not build great swimmers. When they're trying to, teach someone to swim, sometimes they throw them off and see how they would react. Launch out in the deep. It is time to go out. Step in the unknown. Lift your faith. We cannot be a believer and say we are children of the Most High God and we have no faith. What did Jesus say? Oh, you have little faith. He said He will not always be with us. He wants us to put our faith. Faith is the currency for this kingdom. Launch out in the deep. It is time to lift our faith. Lift our faith and move. It is not time to sit and say, oh, I have no one to help me. I have no help. No, my help coming from the Lord. And if He is saying, launch out in the deep, just move and you will see things happening. Just move, just by faith. But if you make no move, nothing can happen. You'll still see your dead situation. So I encourage your spirit man today to launch out in the deep. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you're encountering. Launch out in the deep. Continue to press. The Bible says they pressed in on Him. They were so hungry for Him. I pray the Lord stir up our hunger for Him. Stir up our desire to please Him and not please our flesh. Our desire to say, Lord, help me to please You and not please my same old ways and not please my flesh, because the flesh wrestles against the spirit and the spirit wrestles against the flesh. Lord knows. But He's saying if you could just have a little faith and pressing and step in the unknown, you'll see great and mighty things. You will reap great and mighty reward. You will reap abundance like Peter did and the apostles, the disciples did. Reaping many rewards till their net bursts and they have to call the other boat to come for the abundance. If you just be obedient, if you just walk by faith and not by sight, launch out in the deep. Launch out in the deep, whatever your deep is, in the word, in prayer, in fasting, in consecration, in obedience, to do the will of God. Launch out in the deep, and I promise you, you will see the salvation of the Lord in the land of the living. God bless you.